Hey again, guys. Do you know what I like to do when I get back from my Thanksgiving holiday? I like to look at some baseball cards. I have some fantastic things to show you. And I want to start off with a very scarce card. And this is of Roberto Clemente. And I have to tell you, growing up in Pittsburgh, there was no shortage of Clemente cards, Clemente items. I saw just about everything. Lived in Pittsburgh, in the Pittsburgh area, and into my 30s, and collected cards since I was a little kid. Roberto Clemente cards were everywhere, and I saw just about everything. I have never seen this card before. That's how scarce it is. So I had to grab one. It is a 1966 Cons. And it's a beauty. All the Cons cards are pretty scarce. I would say, maybe with the exception of 69. I showed a 69 Maz not so long ago. But this in particular has evaded me all these years. Really excited to get that baby. And growing up, for whatever reason, my at the flea market that I would go to as a kid, I could easily find 1956 tops, and I could find them in great condition. In fact, all the ones I graded from my childhood graded nice and high. And I ended up with a lot of them, and I love the set. And over the years, I've added to it, and I like to get the white backs and the gray backs if I can. Like I have both of Clemente, both of Koufax. I think I have both of Aaron. So I have at least a near set. I haven't checklisted it, but I know I have a near set. And I always thought I had this card. And I went to double check, and it turned out I did not have this card. So, decided to grab one, and I got a beautiful example. The Larry Doby. Really excited to add that. And the cards I had graded from my childhood. Oh, I have the white and gray Ted Williams too, I know. I always wanted to. I have the white Jackie Robinson. I always wanted to get the gray, but I never did get around to it. My cat is crawling up into my card boxes. All right, he's safe and the cards are secure. Yeah, so I never got the Jackie, but I got all the other biggest stars that have both backs. I don't even follow that. I don't know which ones do and don't, but I sought them after if they had. I knew they had both versions. But this is a beautiful Larry Doby. I got this 1936 Goudey. This is an interesting set. These cards aren't super easy to find. They're not exactly everywhere, but really cool set. And I got Chuck Klein here. And of course, these cards were meant to play a game on the back. I don't know how that game is played. I should try to figure it out. Maybe we could do something on YouTube. You know how they used to have correspondence chess, where you would make a move and then mail it off and wait 3 weeks and a move would come back to you? Maybe we could do a YouTube game similar to correspondence chess. I used to play that, by the way. I got this fantastic 1973-74 champion. Well, it's Panini, and it's the Champion Bell Sport. Champion Bell Sport. Cassius Clay. I have the Jack Nicklaus from this set. That's a tough card. One of his most pricey and popular cards. And I love it. But this Muhammad Ali is just fantastic. Overseas issue. And I showed some Burger King cards recently, and I showed some. I wanted to get the Pete Rose, and there was another one I got where that wasn't in the rate. Oh, who was it? I'm drawing a blank on his name now. Was it Juan Berenger? He didn't have a card in the regular tops in '78, so I wanted that Burger King, and or '79. I wanted that card, and I wanted the Pete Rose because Pete Rose has a different pose. And someone had made the comment that Tommy John also has a different pose in the '79 Burger King. So I had to get it. And I found an unopened pack of them, which is cool. So that's a different pose than is in the regular '79 tops. Over the years, they turned this Burger King guy. He got a little freaky there for a while. He looked like something out of the Joker. Probably scared the heck out of little kids. And I noticed I was delinquent. Delinquent's probably not the right word. Deficient in Billy Cox cards, for whatever reason. Billy Cox was a player who came up with the Pittsburgh Pirates and was one of the guys traded in the Dixie Walker deal when Dixie Walker did not want to play with Jackie Robinson and had the petition going around. They got rid of Dixie Walker and they brought in Billy Cox. They had traded Preacher Rowe to the Pirates with that, and there was one or two other guys in the deal. But anyway, this is Billy Cox. He was a shortstop for the Pirates, but then he became the third baseman on those great Brooklyn teams. So you had Pee Wee Reese at shortstop, Jackie Robinson at second most of the time, and Gil Hodges at first base back then. So I got the 55 Bowman? And I got this beautiful Bowman here. A fantastic card. Really sharp. I mean, this thing's way nicer than the grade. They usually are. Buy all my cards on iAppeal. And this is a beauty too. Now this grade's way higher than the other one, but I can't tell the difference. 1951. And I got, man, I just love this card because these are the two of the greatest hitters of this era. And all it needs is Tony Gwynn to be complete. With the 86 Fleer. With Donnie Baseball and Wade Boggs. I had this card, but mine was, I wanted to upgrade it. Let's just put it that way. I love this set. I love the Darryl Strawberry in this set. And there's lots of them. They also made the minis, which are cool. And I just picked up this Bo Jackson. It's a highlight when he hit the longest home run for the Royals. I always picture him breaking that bat over his knee. I think that's a rookie card, right? 86? Victor? And this guy is one of the bright spots on my Pittsburgh Steelers. Finally got rid of their offensive coordinator after 3 years. You know, the Steelers for the last 3 years have struggled to put up 20 points a game. I mean, they almost never do. Just horrifying. But this guy has been one of the bright spots on the team. Jaylen Warren. And I had shown you that this was the only card I could find of him, and it was a die cut. Well, I found another die cut, and this is the green version. And the regular select. And I love the select cards. Love the select football and basketball. So 3 versions of the same card. Hey, whatever. I guess I'm into rainbows now. And I got some of these Jokic. Man, this guy is good. Got the disco one there. None of these are rookie cards, but they're really cool cards. I think. And I got a couple prisms. I got these oversized Eddie Murray cards. I love these big things. And I always like to share with you because I do a lot of experimenting because I love curating my collection. That's the most fun I have, is curating it. Which is one of the reasons I always say I'm not, so into grading because I like to curate my own cards. But if you have these and you're interested or curious, these are the top loaders that fit them perfectly. And they're the 3.5 by 5 1/8. And you can get a big batch of them pretty cheap. Eddie Murray, the second greatest switch hitter. Well, power switch hitter, right? I mean, Mantle's got to be the first. All right. Somebody threw these cards in. Steve Avery, Score Select. I love when people throw these cards in. And a Tony Gwynn. Ultra. And, I got this Blake Snell, and this is the black border version. I'm a big fan. His performance in the World Series was legendary and fantastic. And I'm so mad they yanked him. Dumbest thing they could have done. Joe Musgrove. And I got two of these cards, a 1927 W560, and I've been slowly working on this set. We have a Henry Johnson, and this is one of the Jokers, and this is a really unique card. I don't know, what do they have? Zeppelins? Guess those are Zeppelins. A really unique card, but these are strip cards, and for some reason I got enamored with them, and George Yule. So these are the two I just added to it. And I thought I'd show you the other ones that I have from this set. Here's the Lou Gehrig. One of the Jokers is Jimmy Fox. Another Joker is the Babe Ruth, which I think has the best background. It's not a playing card. Here's a Dazzy Vance. He had such a unique throwing style. I could always see that leg kicked way up in the air. He has some cool images. And Cy Williams, four-time home run champion in the National League. And here's a Lefty Grove. Now I'm shopping for a Walter Johnson, and I need a Rogers Hornsby. Now I think Cracker Jack Cards, he has a Rogers Hornsby. And I like to buy different products, to curate my cards, different holders, and I have so many cards. Like, even if I wanted to grade them all, it would be prohibitive. It would cost me like $1 million. So I don't even attempt to. But I got these, and I wanted to recommend them for anybody who's like me that doesn't send all their cards off to PSA. And they're a one-touch with a magnet, and they come with a penny sleeve, a soft sleeve. Can't stop calling them penny sleeve. They come with a soft sleeve specifically for the 51 and 52 Bowman cards. And I thought I'd give them a try. And they're fantastic. So I did a few of mine. Now I didn't order enough because I have a lot in. Well, I did the 52 set. Did the 51 set with the screw downs. So I like them all to look the same if I can. And so I did the 52s here, but I didn't have nearly enough. I bought a few just to see if I liked them. So I just ordered a bunch more so I can finish them off. And I could show you those at another time. But I thought I'd just show you the ones that I put in here and how they look and so forth. This was the first one I ever got. And I actually got one that was way sharper. I mean, it was like right out of the pack. When I was a kid, I had it. And somebody wanted it really bad for me, and they traded me. And I made a good trade on it, but as is the case with every time I tell a similar story, I always regret getting rid of a card that I had, so I had to go and get another one. And so this was the first 52 Bowman I ever had, and it's the Robin Roberts. And my uncle would tell me what a great pitcher he was, so I really cherished this as a kid. Here's a Yogi Berra. And that's a great card. I love that card. And a fantastic Duke Snider. And Pee Wee Reese. And I mentioned Vern Law in another video. Man, he just has great looking cards. And this is one of them. Joe Adcock is a fantastic card. And Carl Erskine's another fantastic card. And here's a Don Newcomb. And if I was to grade, this would be one I'd send in. I think it's a really high grade. 4 sharp corners, really clean card. Well, so these are all in these, and I think they look fantastic. Now, if you're one that likes to sleeve over top of your holders so they don't get scratched over time, I'm one of those. Just through trial and error, I found these. These are 75 to 140 point top loaders. See here, 75 to 140 point, and you have to be gentle, but they fit them perfectly. These are all in those. And they fold just over here. They don't come the whole way down like the ones you've used that are meant to be for something. So they're shorter, but they're plenty long enough, and they come the whole way over the magnet. And they're very clear, and they look fantastic. You can probably see down here just a little bit of them sticking out. But I thought I'd share that with you. Anybody that gets these, because I had some superior fit that fit the oversized top loaders, and I can't find superior fit sleeves anymore. So I thought I'd try these, because 75 to 140, there's a big dispersion there. The other ones were, what were they? They were like 75 to 100 or something like that. So they were a little tighter, but they fit these perfectly, and they'll fit oversized top loaders and stuff like that if you have memorabilia cards or thick cards. And I love to use these because I've been going through and curating my cards because I haven't been buying a whole lot. I know today's a bit different. Kind of treated myself for the holidays. But so I haven't been buying a whole lot, so I've been curating stuff, and when I go through, if I have scratched up holders or something, it drives me crazy. And I don't like to change holders. I don't like to take the cards out and put them in. So I started sleeving as much as I can. And so I have all kind of different sleeves. But anyway, that's what I have for you. I think I have something else pretty cool coming. Yes, I do. Yes, I do. I have a really, really cool card coming. And I can't wait to share it with you. So that's what I have for you. Hey man, just love collecting. Thanks for hanging out with me.